there's just a lot of angst out there anyway because it's an election year. The left is terrified of Trump going back into office. And now, of course, you've got you've got eclipses, you've got earthquakes, you've got cicadas. And now you've got the eclipse and an attempt here to explain it away. So that's what Sunny Hostin is trying to do here on The View. And I want you to listen to this because she blames it, ostensibly here, on climate change, of all things. I am so much more understandable to people who have questions about, is there biblical significance to this? Because that at least, I don't know, makes sense. But climate change, the moon, earthquakes. Anyway, listen to this. There's going to be a couple of women here on The View chiming in. But just listen to Sunny Hostin pontificate that this is related to climate change.
Kind of crazy is with the earthquake on Friday and then the eclipse today, people are having all sorts of conspiracies about the end of the world. And then I read online that the earthquake epicenter was actually at Bedminster in New Jersey.
Right.
Fun fact.
Now that was Alyssa Farah Griffin, if I'm saying that correctly.
Originated with Trump.
I know, right? I mean, I have to say, Karen Dupiche, our wonderful, one of our wonderful makeup artists, when the earthquake was happening, she put her coat on and she was like, Jesus is coming.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm leaving. We've got a solar eclipse. We've got the earthquake. She ran down the hallway.
The rapture is here.
The rapture's here. And then also I learned that the cicadas are coming. Cicadas.
Although I love
for the first time in like
No.
100 years. No. Two different. Well, this is what I read. Two different kinds of cicadas.
Yes,
2 different times.
Imagine being corrected by Whoopi. But anyway,
Times are coming.
The good cicadas and the bad cicadas.
But for the first time in many, many years.
No, every 17 years this happens.
Well, that's not what I read, but maybe you know better. But
in a way,
say all those things together would maybe lead one to believe that either climate change exists,
that's more
or something is returning.
Earthquakes are not at the mercy of climate change. It's underground. It can't.
Even Joy Behar here saying, "Look, Sonny, we can blame a lot on climate change here, but earthquakes, what's it got to do with climate change?"
It happens, and the eclipse. They've known about the eclipse coming because eclipses happen, and they actually can say when these things are going to happen. So all these folks who are saying, it's a sign from God. God doesn't give you warning.
Pause this. Pause that for a moment.